Welcome back. You're watching 101. We're talking with one of Africa's fastest rising pop stars, a rap star, Emmanuel Jal, a former child soldier, and we're hearing about his history. Tell me when it turned around for you, the turning point in your life. I know you met a British aid worker in Ethiopia called Emma McCune, and things really changed. Tell me about that.
Emma McCune came to my rescue after we left and when we just arrived into one of the refugees camp, and she came with one of her friends, and my gun was just long dragging the ground, and they started talking English and with our friend and said, wow, look at this little cute boy and blah blah. Then I kind of gave them a smile, and they started fighting. Oh, I would want to take him to school, he's so cute.
You were 11 at the time.
Yeah, I was 11. Then I tell them, you guys fight, whoever wins will...
And you'd been fighting for 4 years as a child soldier. They didn't really, did they have an idea of that?
They have an idea who child soldiers are, because Emma had rescued over 150 already.
And her husband was a senior member of the SPLA.
Yes, and I think they got married because she managed to convince him, and because he convinced him and told him disarm the child soldiers. So in his side, he was disarming the child soldiers, and I think that's when the chemical reaction took place.
You weren't worried that you'd be sent back into the SPLA because of his connection?
I wasn't worried because she was back on my side and doing everything possible, and then she smuggled me into Kenya.
And sadly, she died just a few months after you met her in a road accident. How were you able to continue without her support? What happened?
That wasn't easy. It was difficult, when Emma died, and trying to survive on my own without her wasn't easy. So my world crashed down, so then I started becoming really poor and staying in slums. And the Christian community in Kenya tried to give me back hope and telling me a message of hope. It doesn't mean this is the end. And I started going to church, and that's why I got engaged doing music.
And your first single was All We Need Is Jesus. It had a religious theme.
Yes. That happened because there's a time when I was sleeping and I was really hopeless, and I prayed, and there's one night I had a vision, and then of Jesus coming, and then he told me the destiny is in your hand. Everything has been given to you in the beginning, so it's up to you what you want to do with your life, really. So I don't have to bother God for anything. So I said, what does he mean? So, and then the next day I went and wrote All We Need Is Jesus.
Which became quite a big hit.
Yeah.
At what point did you realize that you were becoming a success in the music industry?
When I see people having an impact and I see the reaction, and then I say something is going to happen because the word will go around. But it wasn't easy. Nothing was really happening because I was doing it for fun. And we used to make concerts. When we have a concert, people will carry a packet of flour to watch our show. Then we take that packet of flour to send to refugees camp or Turkana. And we used to raise money for street kids. And then involving myself with the community is what actually, the people who see what I do and what I stand for are the one who started pushing me up. The support from my previous high school and the owner of the school paid for my single and a video in Kenya. And then I put a song out and it went onto the charts and people like it. And I said, wow.
I'll ask a little bit more about that and your charity work in a second, but let me touch on the documentary because people are following you around now and have documented your life as a child and apparently found footage of you as a 7-year-old. How did that happen?
The footages of me when I was 7 I was in London one day, just came off tour. Then some guys phoned me, they told me, I want you to come for a cup of tea with us. And I said, okay, cool. They showed a horrific movie of a lot of thousands of kids rigging, and some of them just died because of starvation. And there's this guy who just came and talking, and I said, wow. I said, this guy looked like me, but I just wait to the end. Then the guy said, my name is Jal. And then there's the other guy name is... I said, I know these guys. Then one of them told me, "This is you." So I was really shocked. For 1 month, I couldn't sleep because it put me and humbled me and told me, "Look, this is where I was." And I could remember the kids, like some of them that died next to me and because of starvation and all that. And here I am. And it actually encouraged me, okay, things are going to be different. And that's up to now. I still have the footages, and it's going to be, that's the only evidence, pictures of me when I was.
And you actually actively campaign against child soldiers now. You're doing your part to try to stop it happening. How much success are you seeing? Is anyone listening?
Yeah, there's listening. We made a lot of noise, and there's disarmament is happening. A lot of child soldiers are being disarmed, especially when we went to Lair. Thousands of child soldiers have been disarmed, and in a lot of campaigns I've seen some positive. We have won some battles we're still fighting.
It's nice to see you're giving back. I know you've started your own charity, Gua. As I said, that word is important and central in your life, it seems. It means peace in the Sudanese Nuer language. Tell me about your charity, Gua Charity, Gua Africa.
Gua Charity, it has a history. So it was named after the song Gua, but it's a change. There's a charity before I used to call Kasi. I found it, but wasn't documented. So now when we're shooting my documentary and the documentary producer, I managed to talk to him. This is about my story, but I want to use this to give back to the community, not just talking about my story. I'm not planning to be just a millionaire. I'm doing this as a struggle for my people and also to do something. So I want it to be used to build schools, and when we went down there, we're given 40 acres of land to come and build a school. And then also in Kenya, the lady that I was staying at our orphanage offered 25 acres of land for me if I get any money of anywhere to build a school. So my campaign now is having a concert, a mini concert, and to raise funds to go and build a school. And then we're going to have a part 2 documentary which shows, are the school built yet, or am I still struggling?
Okay. Well, what about your goals as a musician then? I mean, can you see, you say you're putting your emotion into it, can you see yourself taking any particular direction? Or, are you at a stage where you can plan what you want to do, perform with other artists, create a certain sound?
Yeah, at the moment I'm doing my own thing because it's hard to get other people into doing what you do until they see you doing your own thing. So I'm making my own noise and things are positive. I just signed a record deal and I'm expecting an album to be launched after the documentary.
I'm glad you used the expression, "I'm making my own noise," because I have to ask you to do something you demonstrated for me, your handolin. When I asked you if you play any instruments, you said you play the handolin, so play us some handolin.
No, are you sure, man? You
Come on, try it. Let's see how you do this.
What do you want me to sing in handolin?
Something, well, I don't know if there's anything that you know, popular tunes or something, piece of yours. Well done. I can see a new craze starting. There are people I know who play instruments worse than that, so don't worry, that was brilliant. I want to ask you, though, how you want to be remembered. I mean, it's early days for you, and God wish you a long life, but how do you want to be remembered? What do you want your legacy to be?
I just want to be somebody who wants to make a difference, so believing in making difference, because what I'm saying is the best investment in life is to invest in somebody's life physically, and give them something that they need at that moment to support them, but show them how to get it, or show them how to make that bread. And the next investment is invest in somebody spiritually, because when the whole world crashes and no one want to pick their phone call or no one want to open the doors to them, they can rely on a supreme being that can heal them and give them peace.
Well, Emmanuel, God bless you. Thank you for talking with us. I wish you a long life and more power to you.
Sure, thank you. God bless.